Kono bangumi wa gore no sponsor no tekyo de okurashimasu.
Welcome to Punt, Counterpunt, the pretend debate show for real magic cards. Can you believe WotC didn't specifically say we couldn't make more of this show? But as they say, even a broken clock overlooks things during contract negotiations. And speaking of negotiating, it's off the table. Nelson and Wheeler are here to argue old versus new, tradition versus modernity, Biggie versus Tupac, Kodama of the West Tree versus Kodama of the East Tree. Which is better? Whichever one didn't give us Puff Daddy, I suppose.
Do you want us to get letters?
I relish the possibility. Nelson, go ahead.
Thank you, Kathleen. Now look at Kodama of the West Tree, this fantastic specimen. You can see that through magic and science, the Western Kodama has shaped itself into a glorious, glowing wooden wonder. This is artful, functional, and fearsome. You don't want those strong limbs reaching for your red zone.
Nelson, for one, I'm a little bit insulted that you turned the West Coast against me, a West Coast boy, living in this Kamigawa world. But we should believe in the new beginnings. Kamigawa of the East Tree, a veteran of the Magic card game dating all the way back to last year, truly embracing the spirit, pun not intended, of what it means to represent one of the 5 trees.
Okay, but over here, for only 3 mana, we get a compact but powerful 3/3 body. The spirit of this tree is giving all your +1/+1 countered creatures the ability to finish the game, bringing your whole team together.
Togetherness. That's funny. You talk about togetherness, and yet you fail to have seen the word partner on my Kodama. You know, harmony plays a big role in Japanese culture, and specifically in the harmonization of spirit, earth, and the ties to this little blue marble we call Kamigawa. And while I'm not going to deny that Kodama the West Tree doesn't help your team, who cares? Even, I mean, yeah, yours has reach, mine has reach, and yours does other things too, but you're off the path, my dear boy.
This is the future of Kodama right here. 3 is a real mana cost. This card's going to see play in Standard.
You don't think my commander card's good enough?
Look, last time we were in Kamigawa, Gnarled Mass made it into constructed decks. Just think of how prolific Kodama's going to be.
Okay. You think just because I'm a commander card that I can't tango? Nuh-uh. Tough nut, short stack. You're just a 3/3. I'm a 6/6. I'm going to poop out 20 power on this board and beat down. They give us 40 life because 20 would have made it way too easy. How about you modify your status to deceased after I'm done with you?
How about you modify your life total to 0, because my little creatures have already trampled through.
That's it, bud. You think you're supporting the team, but you're alone in this fight. I'ma call up Kodama of the North Tree. I'ma call up Kodama of the South Tree. And you know what? I'ma call up Kodama of the Center Tree. That's right. People don't even know this card exists. But it does. It's got my back, and it's got power and toughness equal number of spirits I have, I think, maybe. We haven't talked in a while.
You get all your Conference of the Trees together. I'm going to be fine hanging out with my Silver Quill pals and their new modular that's not on artifact creatures. Watch out.
Strong arguments from both sides, but what do you think, audience? Can friendship bloom from 2 trees having a scrap? What about brotherhood? What about cousinhood? What about the cousins Heiko and Narika Yamazaki versus the brothers Yamazaki? Wheeler's arguing for the brothers, Nelson for the cousins, and I'm getting a coffee.
This is all family, and we can treat each other civilly. You wouldn't say anything to your cousins at a family gathering that you'd end up regretting, right? And frankly, having an extended family, a strong support network, being able to rely on your cousins and help each other out with various projects and maybe go to battle together, that's really lovely. It's really beautiful. Let's try to get through this bit as beautifully as the love between cousins.
The love between cousins. The bond and love between cousins. Come on, Nelson. Are you really trying to compare the cousinly bond to the brothers in arms? I mean, we've all got siblings, right, Nelson? You've got a brother.
Actually, I don't.
Oh, well, I mean, Kathleen's got a brother.
No, I've got a sister.
Oh, I got a sister, too. The point is, have you seen their hats?
Yeah, let's talk about hats. Frankly, I believe that Heiko Yamazaki's hat is unparalleled in the hat game of Kamigawa. Where else do we see such stunning ornamentation, symmetry, use of colors and lines? And Norika is also holding a hat, so that counts.
Okay. I didn't want to have to do this. I really didn't want to have to do this in a competition of magic cards, but I'm going to have to read some of the cards. I mean, Heiko and Norika, in just like a straight up battle with the brothers, it's not going to work, right? With the Bushido, I got 4 toughness apiece and enough power to take more hats and put hats on hats.
Okay, Grandpa, let's put your MASH test to the side and remember that my Yamazakis offer a cool samurai or warrior exalted ability that lets you recast enchantments and artifacts from your graveyard. I know you like to get eggs back. Heiko's your girl, admit it!
No way. These 2 brothers, they have been with me since the beginning of Kamigawa in 2004. I can't let go.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, Kathleen, but I must go all out just this once. I'm pulling out my finishing move. Heiko and Norika are 2 cards. The Yamazaki have grown and flourished over the years, and now we're taking up 2 slots in the lineup. There's 2 of them. 2 distinct cards.
Nelson, are you okay? There's 2 brothers Yamazaki. You know, that's the plurality of brothers here.
Right, but there's just 1 magic card that represents both of them, and you can get it in 2 arts, but you don't even have to.
Oh, sweetie, no, there's 2. There's Seitaro and Shujiro. I mean, like, do we need to stop? Are you okay?
I mean, there's probably hundreds of Llanowar elves, but they're just represented by 1 card. 1 Brothers Yamazaki card, 2 Heiko and Norika cards.
There are 2 brothers Yamazaki, Nelson.
They've only got 1 collector number.
They've got different helmets and then swords. Well, I mean, technically, only Shujiro has swords, but...
Yeah, I see one of them has the helmet with the horns on the Kabuto, right?
No, Shujiro, not Kabuto, bud. I think we need to relax or take 5 or something, because this is... Nelson's losing it.
Kathleen, Wheeler's world is upside down. Should we go to the next bit?
Oh, yes. My goodness. What an astonishing back and forth that I absolutely heard all of. So tremendous, I think we need a break while we conduct our next argument. Wheeler will be representing Invigorating Hot Springs, while Nelson stumps for the OG Sulphurous Springs, and you know what that means.
Are we at the filler episode already?
Aren't they all filler episodes? Oops.
I think you mean, ah.
Now, audience, I hate to shatter the illusion here, something of a kiki-jiki, but we're still recording from home, and does this mean we get to go to a real hot spring at some point?
Yeah, I'll turn on my kettle for ambiance, but I need more steam for my pores.
Wheeler, please go ahead.
Oh, as far as a laid-back macaque attack goes, I mean, this is far from whack. In fact, it's pretty jacked. I mean, this monkey, you will die to one of these counters or creatures or, I don't know, like a 4-drop. Ooh, Kathleen, can you pass me that banana that's over there?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you next time I'm at the office.
You know who else likes bananas? The really, really happy, relaxed devil that's chilling out in Sulphurous Springs. Gosh, it looks so warm and inviting in those surely poisonous waters. I might take a banana too, actually.
Is Pepsi okay?
So fizzy over here, I don't know if you'd be able to tell if it's flat or not.
I think that's the sulfur.
Yeah, you should try this out. Like, best exfoliation treatment.
Tell you what, I'll dip my biggest toe in those sulphurous springs. But buddy, you gotta try some of the hair of the chimp that bit you. Well, it bit me. I lost my banana in this hot spring. And I grabbed the monkey's plantain. But you gotta try this, dude. It's... oh.
Great. Come on in. Get your toes in. Get the rest of you in too. I'll just let this charming, hospitable imp here take care of you. And I'll walk past this hat rack and into the little monkey spring. Ooh, it's as hot as the fires of Yavimaya in here. Very nice.
My skin is literally burning off. Is this supposed to be happening, Kathleen? We're not in a real hot spring. Why do I feel like my blood is boiling?
Yeah, you out there in the audience, can you tell me what it is that's so relaxing and invigorating about this bit?
Hey, audience, can you pass me my plantain? I dropped my banana, and I think I need a boost.
I could go for some peeled grapes while you're at it, audience.
Okay. This bit has gone too far. Can both of you stop screwing around with the fourth wall?
But it's just a moth-eaten curtain held up by tape and string.
Accurate, and also an amazing transition to end this bit as quickly as possible. For our last argument of the day, we're taking to the skies, soaring on the powdery and delicate wings of a moth. Wheeler will advocate for befriending the moths, and Nelson for Kabuto Moth. Nelson, please go ahead before Watsy reads our contract again.
I would be happy to, Kathleen. Let's talk about good old Kabuto Moth, a 1/2 for 3 that can lend its own power and toughness in combat, and even has flying. Multiples of these would spell agony for your opponent in games of Kamigawa Limited. Back then, we had damage on the stack. You had to wait and see how your opponent was going to bob and weave if they were going to tap the Kabuto Moth, or maybe it's untapped on your turn when you try to attack. If you're setting up blocks, you have to worry about your own combat. You know, everybody remembers old Kamigawa for just having Jitte, and Jitte was broken in this, and got a ban Jitte in that. You know, I realize now that I'm like a moth rider myself from Kamigawa, just championing Kabuto Moth and lifting it up to the skies, letting everyone understand that this card's so much more than it seems. People don't get it. It's breaking combat in half. This is the greatest Magic card of all time. Even the art's fantastic. No, wait. This card is one of the greatest game pieces across any game. Oh, my tea is right.
Wheeler?
Oh, I was just here because the light was on.
Well, audience, Wheeler loves lamp, but do you love this bit? Please put all your detailed feedback down in the YouTube comments so we know where to avoid for the next couple of weeks. As always, Nelson's been Nelson, Wheeler's been Wheeler, I've been myself, and this has been Punt Counterpunt.
I really do love Kabuto Moth, though.